Hey, what's up, guys? Got another new video here for you. This is Tuned In Sports. My name's Bryson.
I'm Bennett.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Don.
Merry Christmas to all of you. Hopefully you guys had a great day with your families or whoever was able to make it or not. And for those of you who had people that weren't able to because of COVID and everything, hopefully you were able to talk to them and at least do Zoom or something. So anyways, wonderful Christmas for us. And
I was going to say, we got, especially like DENT SPORTS comes in, we got some new additions to the family right there.
Where's
we got some of this
two?
here. So hopefully whoever got this for us didn't pay full price.
Yep. And it's
on a blowout.
Yeah.
and also we got a new hat on the Lions fan over there.
And then a new Burrows jersey.
Yeah, and I got a new Eagles sweater as well as a hat here.
Yeah,
so
to say the least, Santa was good this year. So.
Santa was great. Our team suck. Maybe he felt bad for us.
But Santa was great.
Yeah, maybe he felt bad for us.
Speak for yourself.
No, I speak for us all. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so yeah, hopefully you guys had a great Christmas. I know we all did. But anyways, let's hop into it. We're going to do the Week 16 preview. And, as fun as Christmas was today, unfortunately, the Lions have a game against the Bucks tomorrow, which I have a feeling will be a little bit less fun.
Yeah, it's not going to be much fun at all, I don't believe.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see, first of all, I don't see the NFL letting the Bucks lose to the Lions tomorrow, let alone the Bucks. Bruce Arians, he's his own thing, but I still think the NFL trumps Bruce Arians. So there's no way the Bucks are losing tomorrow. It's just going to be a matter of, is it a close game or not? Is Stafford playing again? Or is he hurt?
From what I understand, he's playing.
But he's playing probably not at 100% if it's anything like last week. So, I'm going to say that this one's going to get ugly. And by ugly, I don't mean 45-7, but I think they'll lose by
14?
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. I was going to say 45-8. No, I think it's going to be probably 17 or more in terms of the Bucks winning this. Like I said, I even if the Lions had their everything figured out, I just don't see the NFL letting the Bucks lose right now because they need them in the playoffs for TB12. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. It's going to be a tough game. And, like we've mentioned many times before on this channel with pretty much all of our teams, doesn't do us any good to win any games. We should be focused on improving our draft status. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You're right. Honestly.
So, I don't think it does the Lions any good to win this game.
No,
So,
it doesn't. Not only are we not really full strength right now, health-wise, but now we've got, I think, 6 coaches are out, something like that.
Yeah.
The head coach is out, the defensive coordinator's out, the offensive coordinator's out. Primarily all the coaches on the defensive side of the ball are out. So I'm not sure exactly who's going to be coaching this on the defensive side. But as bad as we've been playing defense, I don't think it really matters.
I was going to say, I don't think that question started this week.
People can question whether or not we've had coaches all along.
I was going to say, that question didn't just start this week.
Yeah.
I've been wondering who was coaching it all year.
So you're telling me it won't change? It will just look the same.
Yeah. Well, we might have a better chance than I thought then.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we might see a defense out there.
Yeah. No, I'm not expecting a whole lot from Detroit tomorrow. And truthfully, with all the shakeup going on, coaching changes, GM searches, it's going to be a process there, and I don't foresee them winning tomorrow. And truthfully, I don't think they should. What do they benefit from winning? They can't. At best, they could finish at 500, which doesn't get them in the playoffs. So, might as well just lose it.
yeah.
I was feeling like they should try to win and build up some momentum, but they've already lost a couple of games and they haven't looked good in the losses. So I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I pretty much think, winter's coming, and as usual, the King of the North is going to get slaughtered. That's a Game of Thrones reference, if you guys catch some of that. So I think that's pretty much going to sum it up. I see TB12 coming down from the south, right? Just like in the shows, right? Everything comes from King's Landing. So so I totally don't see him. Losing this game, and especially, trying to keep up with the Saints, that way to keep that excitement going.
Yeah.
For the last 2 weeks. But it'd be nice to have Detroit win this one, but I just don't see it. I think Tom is definitely comfortable, in that stadium on special days. Usually it's Turkey Day, but this will be a Saturday game. But I really don't see how depleted. And like I said, good thing for the Lions, to get a higher draft choice out of this. So, so
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Say next is the Bengals Texans.
Okay, Bengals at Houston. New Bengals jersey. Yeah. That's nice. Unfortunately, they are coming off a win. Unfortunately, I am going to be going with the Texans this week. The Bengals came off of a great win last week, so I'm not trying to say that, they can't put up a fight. But what I will say is I'm going to take the Texans' defensive line against the Bengals' offensive line all day long. I think if they're wearing white this week, they could be sporting the Eagles green by the end of the afternoon. And like I said last week, which ended up not being totally accurate because the Bengals did decent, but I would not want to be whoever the quarterback is with J.J. Watt on the other end of the field. I think I think he could muster up some sacks against this Bengals offensive line. So on the basis of Bengals offensive line versus Texans defensive line, I'm taking the Texans. But I'm not saying that it couldn't be a close game or that they couldn't maybe even beat them. They very well could. But
you
were right clicking.
Oh.
Yeah, for me personally, I don't think it does us any good to win this game. So, granted, when you beat the Steelers, that's just something you always want to try to win those games, regardless of,
draft selection and
stuff.
stuff.
Regardless of that, because, beating a big rival like the Steelers is always a nice thing. But this game, I don't think it really means much for either team, to be honest, because the Texans aren't in playoff contention. Either are the Bengals, so I could easily see this just being a close game and really neither team playing all that great or trying to
dominate.
Yeah, trying to dominate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was surprising last week for the Bengals with the win. I didn't expect that out of left field. Texans are just hot garbage. I can't believe, what the heck. I thought they were bad with O'Brien there, but apparently his presence is still felt with that organization because it's just unbelievable that this team only has 4 wins. I'm going to go with the Bengals and see if they can run 2 in a row here.
Wow.
With it, you just never know. And then I'm just looking out for personal gain. So if the Bengals do win, they can jump ahead of us. So we can slide back into the solid in the top 10.
I hope not.
So go Bengal.
Woo, Bengals. Go Orange.
Right now I think we're like picking third or something.
Yeah.
So,
but hey,
gotta hold on to that.
You got a nice 3-10-1, so
we gotta.
Well, it's not important that you be like first in the draft because you're not taking a quarterback. So
exactly.
As long as you're in the top 10 picks, you'll be all right.
Yeah. So you can afford to let the Broncos.
The game is being played where?
Houston.
Okay. So that's an indoor game, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So
Usually.
We play outside generally.
Oh yeah.
No, I know. I know where the Bengals play, but
I'd rather have it be
I mean,
than the other way around.
Yeah, I don't expect big things out of either team in this game. Both of them are pretty bad right now. I do think, however, the Bengals are coming off a big win. Probably got a little confidence built up. I think, Houston's kind of ripe for the picking right now. And, I mean, they're being preached probably the same thing behind closed doors. Like, hey, we can get a better draft pick. We keep losing these games. And I
think all our teams are hearing that message.
I got one coming up real fast.
Yeah. I think the Bengals are going to come up. I think they're going to show up and play. I mean, I think last week was a pretty big win for them. And, I mean, that quarterback that played Finley last week, I think it was Finley, right?
Yeah.
He probably got a little confidence moving into this week. And,
yeah.
I mean, if you can beat the Steelers, then you can definitely beat
Houston.
the Texans.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Defensively, the Steelers are better as well. So, I mean, if they can handle the Steelers, I think they can handle the Texans this week.
Yeah, the only part of it that if we were to win the game, then to have momentum and going into Week 17 against the Ravens to possibly ruin their playoff chances, that would be the ideal situation.
That ain't gonna happen.
Well, it could.
Well, the Steelers was never going to happen either. So
no,
I'm not putting anything.
The Steelers are kind of trending in the downward. The Ravens are actually trending upward.
Yeah.
So two different teams, two different directions right now. So
well, I just know we ruined the Ravens playoff chances a couple of years ago.
Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, regardless, I mean, like he said, not really outside of potentially doing that. There's not really a lot to gain from winning this game. So
yeah,
but there's not really much to gain for the Texans either. So what the hell? What's the difference?
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, they're sitting at a whopping 4 wins too. So.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Speaking of
everybody's playing well.
Speaking of crap, let's go to the Broncos Chargers, huh? Yeah, Broncos at San Diego. Somehow Denver pulled out a win last time they faced each other at home. So this week, I don't see that happening. Again, down corners and injuries, the typical stuff we would talk about every week.
What?
Consistency, Locke does not have it. So I definitely see, like you said, with trending, who's going up and down. I see Herbert going. I see Herbert trending up, and I see Locke trending down. There is just no consistency so far with him. Again, I know he's only had quote unquote almost a season of starts per se between last year and this year.
Yeah.
But I don't think it hasn't shown up on the field. So I'm going to take San Diego in this one. Oh, I'm sorry, L.A.
Yeah.
And that'll put us in the basement. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think this game will mainly depend on which Drew Lock shows up. Whether it's the one that plays lights out or
plays lights out.
Yeah. He plays lights out for me. So I watch it, I start drinking, and I pass out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he plays good, then I fully expect the Broncos to be in the game.
Yeah.
I
think they'll be in the game regardless if he plays well or not.
But I'm actually gonna take the Broncos to win it.
I'm kind of in Dom's camp here. I think Chargers will right the ship this week. Probably, get a win at home. And then at home, or is it in Denver?
Yeah, it's at home. It's in LA.
So, I mean, I kind of am with Dom. I think there's just so many injuries and everything, and there's really not a whole lot of incentive for Denver to win the game. I mean,
well, there's not a lot of incentive for the Chargers either, probably.
No,
maybe for the coach.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think. Well, I mean, actually, both teams are kind of similar in that they got young quarterbacks playing.
I think both of them are 5-9.
I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, unlike where I don't really know if Locke is the future in Denver, but I do think Herbert is the future in the Chargers. So with that being said, I can see the incentive to be, let's get him some more wins, let's get him some more positive things going on. It is possible that they could be, like we just talked about, hey, behind closed doors, let's let's play close, but find a way to lose. Because they're in the same situation where maybe they need more draft picks more than they need to win a game. And that could be said for both squads. Now, with that being said, I don't know what the coaching situation looks like moving forward. I don't think it's
neither
very-
can
I see either one of them are pretty much on. I think Lynn's on a little bit more of a hot seat, but I don't think Fangio's is any cooler though.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, that was the only question that I had is who's really on. Who's the hotter seat? And I mean, if the guy's trying to keep his job, I don't necessarily think he's gonna have the mindset of, hey, fuck it, we're not gonna try to win because he needs to win.
But on the same token, is winning this game or the last game going to make the difference on whether they deserve to be fired or not for how the season went? There's that too.
I can't answer that, but
Yeah.
I mean, I just know that if you're on the hot seat, you're trying to prove why you should still be the coach, and why you should stay. And going out and getting blown out or losing games isn't going to do anything but make sure you're fired.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Well, especially the way that Lynn's blown games for the Chargers.
Yeah.
It's not good,
No.
when you have leads and you can't hold them.
Right.
And that's
his track record has not been good, and so I mean, his fate may already be sealed. I don't know. I'm guessing it probably is. And Fangio, I don't know what to think on his situation.
Well, I think myself, it sounds just like, to me, when I heard, I think the thing you showed me earlier in the week with the Lions, with, the same pattern, right, of a coach showing up and then all of a sudden the team doesn't look prepared at all.
Yeah.
And that's, as usual, right, the Monday through Saturday preparation. And they're not they're not being prepared with everything right now, So it's just like, what do you guys might know what you need to do, but it's not showing up on the X's and O's on game day. It's like left field. It's like, don't you have a game plan? Don't you have this team ready to go? And it doesn't look like it.
Yeah. I was going to say, for me, I think this is another situation where it's kind of weird because I feel like the Chargers, their team is trending upward, but the coach is trending downward, whereas the Broncos, I wouldn't necessarily say their team or their coach is trending upward and the team is trending downward. I'd say they're both kind of in a spiral, and I don't really know what the future is going forward. And I think really what it comes down to for me is stability at the quarterback position. And to me, it looks like Herbert's going to provide that, where Locke, like he said, the model of inconsistency. One week he looks like, okay, we might have our guy, and then the next week you're like, well, who is this? And so, based on that alone, I think I'm probably going to take the Chargers here, just because, I don't know. I mean, in some respects, I feel like the Chargers have been kind of the more consistent team outside of, like that loss to New England. For the most part, they've been really close in a lot of their games. The Broncos have been close in quite a few, but they've also gotten blown out by some teams. So I'm going to lean towards the Chargers. But, I mean, really, it's kind of a coin flip, to be honest. And outside of maybe the coach's job position, if you ask me, I think moving forward, it's more important for Fangio's future that he wins these games. Not saying that's what Denver fans want, but I'm just saying if he is going to remain the coach there, these wins could help him, whereas I think the guy for the Chargers is probably going to get canned regardless of whether they win out or not. I think the guy from the Chargers is probably gone, whereas the guy for the Broncos, if they win out, I could see them, just because of all the injuries and stuff and the COVID and having games where you didn't even have a quarterback that had played in the last however many years, I could see them saying, oh, we'll give him another year. Again, not saying they should, but I could see that being a more likely possibility than the guy from the Chargers sticking around another year. So, but anyway, I guess that leaves one more exciting team to talk about. The Eagles have a game
Sunday night, right?
Sunday night, yeah. So
I'm glad that's in prime time.
yeah, thank God.
Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys game.
Oh no!
Dallas.
I'm sorry. It's just regular afternoon game. They have the Titans Packers. That's Sunday night. So
Damn! What a shame.
America got saved on that one.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they're probably still going to put it on TV.
Oh yeah,
because it's Cowboys Eagles. That game is always huge for ratings and stuff. So probably not this year, but regardless.
Yeah. In the pick'em, I chose the Cowboys. Just because, I don't really feel like either team is all that good by any means, and I think both of them are probably screwed on winning the division already.
Well, the Cowboys have 5% chance to win, and we have 4.
Yeah, so you guys are both probably screwed.
You're in perfect position.
Yeah, we're right where we want to be.
But from where the teams are, like currently, I think the Cowboys are a little bit more healthy than the Eagles are, and I mean, what, you had the guy from the Big O Tires or whatever playing last week. So
yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to make the game or if he's too injured to play.
Yeah.
I
got a guy on a
I'm
couple
just
line
saying,
for a couple
though,
wine
I
balls.
mean-
Oh, and to clarify on that, just real quick, just to clarify on that, he wasn't a linebacker. No, that'd be too nice. He's a corner.
Oh, nice.
So he's out there guarding.
So he chases tires.
Well,
That's how he gets his quicks.
I'm curious to see what they're going to have in there this week because, I mean, if he's injured, then what's the next guy?
Yeah. I mean, you only have Cooper and Galloway out there,
So, I mean, yeah. And also CeeDee Lamb, so
Yep.
So that's going to be even more fun. So, but yeah, I got the Cowboys taking this one.
Yeah, I mean, I see right now. I mean, both teams are actually improved over the last several weeks.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Like I said, Eagles have played very well with it, but so has Dallas over this short span as well.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I think this game is close to a toss up. I think everything screams Eagles, but I still think Cowboys. I think with this one, just for entertainment factor alone, for the next couple of weeks for the NFC East, because
Stephen A. Smith.
I mean, who's going to come in looking at the football team? Giants, Eagles, or I think it's got to come down to the Eagles and Cowboys. As far as who's going to win this division, I think. I think really Washington has the best team out of all three. But again, Smith, who knows if he's playing or not. So if they go to Haskins, I think that just drops them like a lead weight. But the defense, again, very similar to like a Denver situation where they'll play lights out, but if they're out there all day, they're going to get tired eventually. So. But with this one, like I said, I totally just see it for entertainment purposes and keeping everybody interested for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to go with Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Washington's the only team that is kind of in control of what happens there. If they win both of their games, they're in. They control their own fate. Not New England, but Dallas and the Eagles need help in order for them to be able to get in, and the Giants obviously they need Washington to lose as well. But this game should be entertaining, and like you said, Don, both teams have actually played pretty well as of late. The Eagles are looking more like a team that they should have been looking like earlier in the season, and Dallas looks like they finally got some consistency going a little bit in the offense, and the defense has actually stepped it up a little bit as well. So both teams trending in the right direction here. Where's the game being played?
Dallas.
Cowboy.
Yeah, it's in Dallas. So yeah, I would probably say I'd probably lean Dallas here as well. I think it'll be a close game like all the Eagles games have been for the most part. So they'll play tough. But we'll see what happens.
Isn't Washington playing the Giants this week?
I think so.
Panthers.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right.
It's the Ron Rivera game.
Yep, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, it's funny because earlier we were talking and, we were talking about how it doesn't do anybody any good to win out or anything. And, we only got a 4% chance. I'm not stupid enough to think that if we win both of our games that we're winning the division because, first of all, Washington is going to have to beat Carolina, which I'm not saying that won't happen or that it can't, but it's going to be tough. And then you look at the Giants and whoever they play, they're pretty much going to have to lose also because the Giants also have a better record than we do, and we have a split record against one another. But I don't know if that gives us a tiebreaker or them. Not sure how that all works. But regardless, even with all that being said, though, I do not want to just say, well, let's improve our draft status and lose these games because I cannot frickin' stand these two teams. I swear to God, I will not be happy regardless if we lose to the Cowboys. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, well, at least your draft status will be better. Screw that. I can't stand that team. I don't like losing to the Cowboys. I don't like losing, period, but especially to the Cowboys, especially because I have so many friends that are Cowboys fans, and I end up having to hear about it. If ever there was a time to say thank you for COVID, at least I wouldn't have to hear about all this Cowboys stuff after they beat us or if they beat us. The first time we beat them 22-9 or something like that, and it was a close game the whole way through, but we're not against Ben DiNucci anymore.
Ben DiNucci!
Yeah, we're against Andy Dalton this time around, so... But anyways, this game, I like I said, I don't care that it's not going to help us any. I honestly don't think healthy we're far away, and I also don't think that if we don't draft in the draft, that we can't get better because we are notorious for signing free agents. So I don't think that it comes down to the draft or bust for us anyways. So for me, draft position doesn't matter. Especially when, we got high draft positions and stuff and we're drafting quarterbacks in the second round. Don't get me wrong. Hurts is playing good right now. That's great. But I still think that was a mistake to do that. Who knows? Maybe that had something to do with why Wentz is having a bad year this year. Maybe it put a little more pressure on him and he's not performing. Whatever. Anyways, I think that this is going to be a good game, and I very well could see us losing it, especially with the coach that we have, I don't know, should we maybe try running? I feel like we got away from it too much. Yeah, you did. It just depends what game plan he comes with. If we're down 15-0 before we even score again, we're going to lose because that's just what we do. And the truth be told, that's what we do pretty much every single week. And I'm in the same camp as what Don was talking about with Fangio, is I don't really care at this point if he keeps winning because he's told me everything I need to know. I'm just tired of the guy. I'm done. I really am done with this guy. We're stupid things weekly, just dumb statements, going for it with analytics and stuff. Don't get me started on that talk again. How many times do I have to say, we've got a freaking losing record. We can't win games. And you're sitting here worried about going for 2 points. How about you try to score in the first quarter? We haven't been able to do that 3/4 of the weeks. We're down by 15 points in the first quarter. Last week, it was 16-0 by the second quarter. How about you get a better game plan together instead of worrying about, well, does the analytics say we should go for it on 4th down here? I don't know.
What does the analytics say with a lead?
Yeah. We wouldn't know. We've been in the lead twice. Well, more than that. But regardless, we wouldn't know. We would not know the answer to that question. So, again, I'm tired of hearing this guy talking about, oh, we should do this or do that. Win a game first, and then we can worry about that stuff. And that's the other thing. I wouldn't even have a problem with it if we were winning anyways. But we're losing. We are losing weekly, and he's still doing this stuff, and it's not helping. And a couple weeks ago, I was watching the game, and they made a comment about the Eagles having one of the worst fourth down conversions of any team in the NFL. So how are the analytics telling you that that's what you need to be doing? Look at your own damn statistics. We don't even need to look at the books of other teams. That's assuming you have a good offense. You know? It's like, yeah, if I have freaking Aaron Rodgers, I'm sure that the analytics would tell me, yeah, you'll probably get it. But when I have Carson Wentz or some of these clowns and people working at Big O Tires for the offensive line, and then, you know, the guy coming down from the popcorn stand, you know, selling Blue Moon beer, just happened to have a jersey on, and so, hey, you want to play offensive line? I mean, when you got that work you're working with, shoot, the analytics have got to suck, and that shows in our statistics. So, I mean, I'm really tired of this guy, and I'm also not saying that I am completely against him being the coach. I mean, if he is still the coach, I'm willing to give it another year. The thing is, though, I don't want him calling plays anymore. Let somebody else come in here, be the offensive coordinator, take over that role, and then if you want to oversee it and be the head coach and do head coach things, okay, that's fine. But I don't want him calling plays and being the head coach and then making stupid statements like, hey, maybe we got away from the running game a little bit too much. Apparently, if you couldn't see that, you're the problem. It's not somebody else. So, you know, again, like I said, I've about seen enough of this show, and with all that being said, I think the Cowboys are going to win this week. We usually find a way to split the series with them 1-1. We won the first game in Philly, so I fully expect them to win the second game in Dallas. And again, even though you can sit here and say, well, the Eagles don't really have anything to play for, and it doesn't really do you too much good to win this game because more than likely you'll be eliminated anyways. I don't care. I'm going to be one hot mother buff sitting here if we lose because I hate losing to the division opponents, especially this year, because everybody is so garbage. And, yeah, so...
Not garbage.
Yeah, I mean, it's really bad. And then what makes it worse, too, which I don't even think enough was said about this, we lost to the Giants, and then we lost and only scored 17 points 4 weeks in a row, coming off a bye week. What did they do that whole bye week? Nothing.
Look at analytics.
Yeah. Exactly. That's about all they could have been doing. Was looking at the damn analytics, because that's the only adjustments I'm making is more fourth down attempts. That's it. I mean, how do you look that bad coming off a bye week? How can your offense be that putrid? I mean, that's just pathetic. But regardless, I mean, that's enough. I'm going to start getting pissed off if we talk too much longer.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. I've had a great day, so I don't want to do that. So, anyways, but yeah, I'm taking Cowboys as much as, you know, that makes me sick. But yeah, Cowboys probably are going to win this game at home. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, all right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You guys know the deal. Make sure you tune in to the rest of our content. Make sure you check out our Christmas Eve blooper reel that was dropped yesterday. That one's definitely a video worth watching, only 5 minutes long. So check that out if you like laughing at our expense. But you don't even need to go to the blooper reel for that. You know, the weekly show does it just fine. So,
or if you want bloopers, just watch our teams.
Yeah, or you can watch us try to attempt to make the picks for the week. Yeah. that's a whole nother blooper reel. So, anyways, but yeah, make sure you check out other content, as well as make sure you check out DENT Sports, Denver, Detroit News, as well as the Clip Joint, all things Clipper News. So, yeah, with that being said, Bryson,
Bennett,
Steve,
I'm done.
See you guys in the next video.